Hello and welcome to the SciFirst Movie Talk episode. So, in this episode, it's maybe a bit different. First of all, I would just like to say thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. I have literally just reached, in the last week, over 100 subscribers on YouTube. Fantastic. That is absolutely mind-blowing. I never thought for 1 minute that I would get that far. And to be fair, it was only about 2 months ago when I hit 50 subscribers. So, yeah, the response and the pickup on my channel has been absolutely fantastic. And I can't thank everybody enough. I did have it in my mind that when things were going a bit slower, that I would do like a Q&A for every kind of milestone that I reached. Problem is, I only did that 2 months ago. So, I'm kind of at a loss as to think. I don't want to keep doing Q&As. I want to kind of mix it up a little bit, do different things. So, I mean, first and foremost, thank you all very much. But what I thought I'd do in this episode is something a bit different. Kind of release a little bit more about me, a bit more about my lifestyle, perhaps, and the way that I like watching films. So, what I thought I'd do is present how I would normally watch a film, the equipment that I have, and things, and the way it's set up. Please forgive the mess in the house. We live in a very small 2 up, 2 down, so there isn't much room. We've been cramped up for the past 3 months under quarantine, so we're looking a bit spilling out at the seams, but if you can kind of get past that, I'll show you how obviously the equipment that we use to watch things on, what the sound system that I have and things. Again, it's humble in some respects. Some of it's quite old. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys as something different, something a bit special, if you like, to kind of celebrate reaching 100 subscribers. So yes, without further ado, I will start that off. So yeah, you're going to have to excuse the really dodgy camera work in this. It's not my forte, I'm very wobbly. But we have an Xbox One S. So when we were first looking at doing 4K, the kind of the newest kind of platform out to watch our films, we kind of deliberated over quite a lot of different players and things. But the Xbox One S, it just seemed the most cost-effective, shall we say, to get what we wanted versus anything else. We have like a 5-meter HDMI cable that runs from that to the projector that we have. But the Xbox One S was chosen because it can do 3D, which the Xbox One X, I believe, cannot do. We also have an American Blu-ray player. Pardon the dust, I've tried to clean it off a little bit. But yes, we also have an American Blu-ray player. We have a few American Blu-rays. We wouldn't be able to play them otherwise, so we imported this one from the United States. It sits there. We obviously only use it when we need to. It won't play British ones, so that is what it is. But yeah, I think it's a Panasonic DMP BDT120. But here, but also in there we have, I think there's a Wii U and a Switch. There's also PlayStation 4 on the floor that I nearly stood on when I recorded this. And I think for that reason we use the PlayStation more for playing games. The Xbox I like to keep for gaming, for films, sorry, not for gaming. And like I said, it does 3D. We also have our surround sound system. It's I don't know what that one is. It's a Sony something that it isn't actually written on there. Yes, it is. STRDE 448 SE. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, will it come back on? But anywho, yeah, it's a 5.1 surround system. It's about 17 years old. So, you know, it's had a good life. It is ready for STRDE 485E. There we go. But yeah, it's had a good life. It's had a good running. But it's on Dolby 5.1. But we can only do 5 channels. We don't have a subwoofer. We already blast the neighbours into the middle of next year when we're watching films. So we don't have the subwoofer connected. So we only have 2 front speakers and, well, 3 front speakers if you like. But 2 side by sides and 2 at the back of the seat.
So that's our equipment setup. It's humble. It's what we need, but it does our job. But this is my little baby, if you like, as opposed to Oliver, which he's kind of sat there on the chair. You probably see him as the camera swings around in a minute. It's our projector. We love films. We like watching films. So even though we only have a very, very, very small house, there he is. Legs are kicking. We've done our best to try and fit in with our lifestyle of wanting to watch films on the big screen. So we have an Optima UHD 51, I believe it is, or 50. It's either a 50 or a 51, but ultimately it's 4K. I don't think it does it entirely natively, but it does it good enough for what we need to do. We don't have a HD screen or anything like that. So what we do, and pardon the mess, please do pardon the mess, we aim it at the wall, one sheer wall. We can fill the wall if we wanted to. That screen there on the right hand side, that's a 50-inch TV screen, so you can kind of get a feel for the size. And so here we are. Yes, I thought I'd show you what it's like when we're watching. That is the beginning to Skyfall. That's it, the beginning to Skyfall. I'm only going to show a very fast clip of it. It's there for demonstration purposes only. I'm not trying to show you the movie or anything like that. I don't want to get kicked off YouTube. But yes, I mean, the camera's got a bit of bounce back and a bit of feed, but the quality is exceptional, and that's why we got the projector. It does exactly what we wanted to do. I mean, the wall is only whitewashed, you know, with white paint, so it's not special projector paint or anything like that, but it does what we need to do. And again, pardon the mess, but just so you can get a kind of an overall feel for how we're sat watching it, and kind of in contrast to the TV there that's sat to the right hand side. Yeah, it's an experience. So when I say in my reviews, when I enjoyed it on the big screen, I'm not kidding. I really aren't. We can get the cinema experience. If I do miss something at the cinema, I can do that. But yeah, it's something that I've loved ever since I was a little lad. Yeah, always tried to get the biggest screen I can possibly get in the space I've got.
So, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I apologise for the shaky camera and the very low budget production values. Editing is not one of my strong suits, but and this was kind of put together not hastily, but still fairly swiftly, so that I could get it out as a kind of a celebratory episode. I'll probably do something a little bit more in depth, perhaps with some of the equipment that I've got a bit later on, especially if I do end up upgrading it, like I said. That'll be nice, but otherwise, yes, thank you very much for watching. If you like this episode, please do consider pressing the like button. And obviously, if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you're watching this from scratch, please do consider subscribing for more movie reviews, more trailer reactions, and other movie-related episodes. But most of all, thank you very much for watching once again. Loved having you. Thank you very much, and goodbye.